Hi Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Please
Hi
accept.
Krishna. Something from
Hare
Office
Krishna,
Magic. I believe I'm audible. Audible, right? Okay. Am
Yes,
I?
Prabhuji.
Okay. Good. Good. Mज्ञानस्तिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमद्भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामी नामिने नमस्ते। सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवास आदि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम राम। All right. So where are we? Yesterday. Okay, by the way, you guys had your CBA, right? So when did you had your CBA? Was it like on Sunday?
Yes, Prabhuji, last Sunday we had.
Sunday, that means like day before yesterday, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay.
Did you
So
got the news?
yesterday, no, I got the wind. I didn't got the news. I just got the wind. That's what I no, but like I didn't sniff anything yesterday when we met today when we met yesterday. The but it like took some time before it actually kind of sailed to me. I was just wondering what happened really. Uh, anyway, I'm a little intrigued and yeah, I would be very curious. I'm quite curious, and that's why I'm quite uh, interested to see the question paper. So let's see what's happened. Because see, on a serious note, the kind of examination, uh, I mean, rather I would say not the kind of examination. I would say how students fare in the examination is a direct reflection of the teacher or the facilitator. It's not on the students, it's on the teacher, actually. If somebody has not performed well, so that's because of the teacher, not because of the student. There are no bad students, only bad teachers. That's the principle. Okay, so yes, surely. Let's see what is it all about. Why am I getting news as anyways? So, anyway, well, let's get on with like where we left yesterday. Yesterday we were discussing basically the preface, and after we are done with the preface, let's move on to okay, because we discussed the purpose. We basically discussed the purpose. I'm just starting from where we left yesterday so that kind of getting a hang of it. Maybe a couple of devotees who couldn't join yesterday, like they can basically get the hang of it. Okay. So this is what it was. This is where we were. This is from somebody. All right. Fair enough. Okay. Kindly read on. I need a volunteer to read it aloud for me. Go on. Go on.
Purpose.
Purpose
Yeah, go on.
purpose of the nectar of devotion. We have failed to create peace and harmony in human society, even by such great attempts as the United Nations, because we do not know the right method. The method is very simple, but one has to understand it with a cool head.
You see, that's a very important thing Prabhupada says. One has to understand it with a cool head. दिमाग ठंडा रखना है, cool head. Go on.
The nectar of devotion teaches all the men how to perform the simple and natural method of loving Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
That's it. That's the objective. That's the objective. So this is why, like, it is written. It's like we were discussing that yesterday. Okay, I'm just encapsulating the whole thing so that we can start from there. Okay. Go on.
The nectar of devotion teaches all men
No,
how
no,
to
no, no. The
perform.
second paragraph.
If we learn how to love Krishna, then it is very easy to immediately and simultaneously love every living being.
Hmm.
I am appealing herewith to such confused men to learn the art of devotional service as directed in the nectar of devotion, and I am sure that the fire of material existence burning within their hearts will be immediately extinguished.
Just as we sing the morning prayer, samsara davana lila loka tranaya karunya ghana ghanatvam. Okay. Just as the fire of the material existence is taken care of by the shower coming from the spiritual master, which is taken from the ocean of nectar of devotion. That's what it is. That's where it's coming from. Where is the spiritual master getting all the bhakti from? From that, the same ocean we are discussing. So he's like the clouds, is taking that water and traveling and taking it and showering to the place that's required. And what are the places? Places are the burning hearts of confused people. So that's the purpose. Yeah? So we were discussing that and just okay. Now let's go to the overview of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Okay. So let's see how the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu is divided. Okay. Let me pull out the handbook also for you, so that if I can have the handbook here, so that will make our job easy, just in case somebody is not carrying the handbook right now with us, then we can at least yeah, let me see where it is. Summary of Vedanta Sutra. Just hang on. Open book assessment. All right, here we are. Let me change the sharing. So here we are, overview of the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu now at this point in time. Okay. Here, you see, this is the overview, okay, of the whole book. Of the whole book. If you see the whole book, this is how it is. We will be discussing this. You see, Bhagavad Bhakti Veda. We are discussing this section. This is called the Purva Vibhag. Purva means the first. Purva also means, as we understand, Purab. Okay? The east. Okay? It is starting from the eastern side. Why is it starting from the eastern side? Any ideas?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, as sun rises from east.
Come again?
Sun rises from east.
Yes, that's all. That's exactly why it is. Although, according to the Vedic tradition, it is always considered this side, northern side, more auspicious. See, this is like the compass, right? This is, you see, it's like the compass. If you make it, it's like a, you see, number line. It's like the compass. This is the northern side, eastern side, southern side, western side. So generally, according to generally in the Vedic tradition, we find that it is always considered auspicious to start from the northern side. But Rupa Goswami starts from the eastern side, taking the analogy as Krishna Priya Mataji said about the sun. Okay. So from the eastern side, then it flows to the southern side. This is like 22 chapter number 34. We are not ready. We won't be in this course. We will be only handling up to chapter number 19. But the whole book, the division has been done like this. Then it is Samanya Bhagavad Bhakti Rasa. What are the general principles of the bhakti? Here you will find like the 64 qualities of Krishna. What is rasa? These are the topics that you will be discussing over here. What are the stages of bhava? All that. Then you go from there to the Pashchim Vibhag, which is the western side. Mukhya Bhakti. Here you will find the primary loving relationship. What are the primary loving relationships? The 5 rasas. Okay. So here you will find in the 10 chapters, you will find description of the 5 rasas. Shanta, Dasya, Sakhya, Vatsala, and Madhurya. Here, that is what is being discussed in these sections. And in the final section, which is the Uttar Vibhav, the northern division, you will find Gauna Bhakti rasas. Gauna means these are the secondary relationships. Just like Hasya ras, Karunya ras, Raudra ras, okay, Bhita ras, so like that. So you will find all the 7 rasas here in these chapters, in the 7 chapters. You see, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51. 7 chapters, 7 indirect rasas. So that's how it's divided, and there is a chapter on rasabhas and things like that. Okay. That's the whole Nectar of Devotion consisting 51 chapters, of which we will be reading till chapter number 19 as part of this course. And I earnestly, fervently request you, I implore you that you finish the book. Don't stop at 19. Don't stop at 19. You won't know who is Krishna unless and until you read all of it. Here, if you come to between chapter 20 to 34, you will know who is Krishna. But then you won't know how to deal with him. If you want to know how to deal with him, then you have to come to these other 2 those sections, the Mukhya Bhakti Ras and the Gauna Bhakti Ras. Okay. In the first part, you will only understand what is devotional service. In the second part, you will understand who is Krishna. And in the next 2 sections, you will understand how to deal with him. Okay. So don't stop after 19. Go on, finish the book. Okay. So it's an ocean, but still the ocean has got 4 sides. Okay. Samanya Bhakti, the first chapters, as you understand the introduction. You see the introduction composed of Mangalacharan, Guru Vandana, Vaishnava Vandana, and Grantha Vibhag. That's what it is talking about. That what you read yesterday. All right, now let's go into the eastern section, the section which we are going to read. Okay, this is the details of the first 19 chapters. Here you can see. So what is general description of bhakti? That is in the introduction and the first chapter. That's the general introduction. What is bhakti in general? Okay. Now, if you want to practice bhakti, how to do sadhana, how to practice that bhakti, it is divided between 15 chapters. From chapter number 2 to chapter number 16. This is called sadhana bhakti. Up till chapter number 16, what is to be done, the sadhana, the entire sadhana has been discussed in these chapters. In 15 chapters, the whole sadhana bhakti, 64 limbs of bhakti, Vedi bhakti and Raga bhakti, all of that has been discussed. Okay. This is how this is discussed. Then what you call bhava bhakti. Bhava, that's like beyond practice, on the way to perfection. Ecstasy, bhava, that is discussed in 2 chapters. Bhava bhakti. Okay. What is bhava bhakti and the symptoms of bhava bhakti? They consist 2 chapters. And then finally, prema bhakti. Prema bhakti jaha hoite abhida vinasho jate. That is the 19th and the final chapter of this division. This is okay. Do you follow? Feel me? So this is how the first division has been described and expanded. So then, of course, you will be now we will gradually will delve into what are the definitions of bhakti, what are the characteristics of bhakti. Okay, all these things are there. Sinful act, all these things we will see. 64 items of bhakti. We will discuss all of that. Okay. Then, of course, there are characteristics of bhava. How do you achieve prema? Okay. How do use this handbook? You will find it very helpful. All these things have been there. All right. So within this, you will find, since it is an ocean, right? It's an ocean. So then ocean has got waves, right? Ocean has got waves. So these waves are called lahari. Lahari or lahar. Okay. So this ocean, this part, the first part has got 4 waves. In the first wave, lahar, you will find samanya bhakti. Okay, then you guys have got the English book. I don't have the English book with me. I have only the soft copy version. Who can open the English book for me? Who can open the English book for me? Okay, Shubham Prabhu. Okay, Shubham, bring the English book. Go to page number 400. Page number 400. At the end of the book. Okay, it's 400. Go to page number 401. Yeah, Vaibhavi Maji, I'm trying to see.
Concluding
Maybe
words.
that's concluding words. Wait. Okay. Show it in the screen on the screen. Yeah. I think yeah, it's blurred because your screen is blurred. Wait. Let me find somebody whose screen is not blurred. Remove. Let me see who is not blurred. Yeah, Vaibhavi Mataji. Yeah, I can see without blur. Wait. Spotlight. Yeah. It's page number 401. Turn to the next page. Four hundred and one. 41. How come you have got so many pages even after the 400 page, number 400?
Prabhuji, even my book states on 422 it is concluding words, not on 401.
Oh, okay. Show me the other book. The different. Okay, now I understand. Because otherwise it's difficult for me to handle. Because those books, concluding words. Yes, I can see that. Shobham, I can see that again. Wait. Yeah, it's because what is the page number in this, the new book? What's the page number in the new book?
401.
No,
401.
yours is the old one. Yours is the old one. These people have got the new version. Daya?
458. 458.
My God. That's because they increased the font size. They've increased the font size. It's supposed to be a 400 page book. 401. Okay. Can you go to 402 or 3? Show me what's there.
Author.
Okay. Okay. Turn further. Turn a couple of pages more. What is the next thing? Yes. Find this in your book. This one. What is being shown by Shubham Prabhu? Waves of nectar, waves of devotion. See, where can you find that? Where is it?
It's
Dayamaji,
on
what is the page number?
462, Prabhuji.
462. Go on, everybody who has got the other book, go to page number 462. This is exactly what we are discussing. This is exactly what we are discussing here. So you will find the Eastern Division and will have 4 waves. Found it?
Yes, Prabhuji.
So what are the name of those waves? Must be written there.
The first wave is Samanya Bhakti, second is
Good.
Sadhana Bhakti, third is
Good.
Bhav Bhakti, and fourth is
Good.
Prema Bhakti.
Yeah, so precisely this is what we were discussing, right? So let's go back there. Yeah, you can share the image in the group. In the meantime, I'm sharing the screen, which is
Okay.
pretty much the same thing. Okay. Here, what we were discussing, where were we were here. This is what it is. Overview of the Purva Vibhag. These are the waves. You see, Lahari's waves. Found it? On the screen. You see, it's the yellow one. Lahari's and the waves. You see? So this is how it has been divided. Okay. So we will go. We will ride the waves. Okay. We will ride the waves. Just as they do, they ride the waves. Surfing. Okay. We will be surfing. So let's go back to slides, and I think kindly share this on the, like Tanvi Maji is asking to
I've
share it
shared
in
in the
the
group,
group.
Prabhuji.
Good. Good. Okay. So it's divided watery ocean into 4 waves. That's why it's there in page number, you see, 409. That was the original page number. I was just like, how did they change the pages? So you saw the same thing in the book. Okay, read on.
In the first part, there are 4 waves. The first being a general description of devotional service. The second concerns the regulative principle for executing devotional service. And the third wave, devotional service in ecstasy. In the fourth
Ecstasy.
is the ultimate goal of God.
It is. So Prabhupada is writing that. One of you must have read that yesterday as part of the reading exercise. Okay. I think, was it? It was Harshika, I believe. Anyway. So now, these are the chapters as we saw it in the handbook. Okay. Pandit Gadadhar Prabhu, go on.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Please accept my humble
Yes.
obeisances.
Ask Prabhuji.
Prabhuji, in the contents of Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, the diagram which you earlier shared, so there are 4 quadrants. The 3 is having Bhakti Rasa as the ending words. However, the first one is Bhakti Bheda,
Yes.
which we are going to
Veda.
study.
Here,
Yes,
it's
Prabhuji.
written here. Yeah.
Yes, Prabhuji. Ji. So, Prabhuji, just wanted to understand. So, how the first quadrant is different from why it is not rasa and why the other 3 are rasas and all.
Because rasa is after prema. There's the question of rasa before prema. What is the formula of rasa? We can have a formula of rasa. Okay. mathematical formula. I was never a good mathematics student, but I ended up doing so many mathematics when I came to devotional service. I often have to explain the concepts mathematically. Had I knew this is going to be, I would have been more, yeah, I would have been a better student of mathematics. Okay. So this is how it is. Simple formula for rasa. Okay. This is the formula of rasa. For example, now if I say example, oops. Sakya rasa, say for example. What's going to happen? This is what's going to happen. That's how this works. Okay. This is one example. Any of that. So this is, here Sakya Bhav means prema. Or I should say post prema stage. That's what rasa means. Yes. Go on, Pandit.
So
Gadadhar
Prabhuji,
Prabhu.
does that mean the 9 stages of bhakti that we studied earlier in the unit 1? So the rasa comes after the prema stage, is it?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Because for the rasa to happen, you need Krishna, na? Who will exchange the rasa with you? You are not in direct like just like for the conjugal ras. Say for example, in this material world, if you want conjugal ras, there has to be a man and there has to be a woman. There has to be a boy and a girl. The boy cannot or the girl cannot by himself or herself have conjugal rasa. It takes two to have the rasa. So in this case, the other person is Krishna. So unless you are with Krishna, where is the question of rasa? And for you to be with Krishna, you have to go to the place where Krishna is staying right now. That is called Gokul. That's how it is. So generally, people they think it's like, oh, I've got rasa, I'm having bhava, this thing, that thing. Like you ask him, what are you smoking these days? Okay. So it's actually you have to be with Krishna. Like flesh and blood. Flesh and blood. Then you can have rasa. Okay. So because all of the three sections are post-prema stages, therefore they're rasa and this is bhakti vibheda. All right. So let's move on. This is the Mangalacharan. Akhil Rasamrita Murti Prasrama Ruchi Ruddha Dharaka Pali Kalishama Lalito Radha Prayana Vidura Jayati. Read on the translation. Need a volunteer. Go on.
Prabhuji,
Yes. Okay. This Mataji, our this is Karunamai Mataji, who is no. Who's
Keshavi Jayata Pravidasi.
okay, go on.
Lord Shri Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the cause of all causes, the reservoir of all the rasas or relationships.
Go on.
Objective of the book
Yes.
Akhil
Akhila.
Rasamrita Murti.
Yes.
All embodiment.
So this is what it is. The reservoir of all rasas, relationships. That is called Akhila Rasamrita Murti. The book is called Bhakti Rasamrita. It is Akhil Rasamrita. That is Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, and this is Akhil Rasamrita Murti. Okay, so that's Krishna. Okay, next time it will be Vaibhavi Vishaka Maji who will be reading. So we are talking about the Vrindavan Krishna here. Okay, there are many Krishnas: Dwarka Krishna, Mathura Krishna, and Vrindavan Krishna. Okay. Read on, Vishaka Mataji. What is Akhil Rasamrita Murti? Yes, Vishaka?
So we can enjoy Krishna's loving service in so many ways, not only by the embrace of the gopis, but in the fight of Bhishma with Krishna and piercing his body with arrows. Therefore, Krishna is the Akhil Rasa Amrita. There are 12 rasas, either primary rasa or secondary rasa. Any rasa, Krishna is ready to respond to any rasa you want to deal with Krishna. That is Krishna's position.
Yes, Krishna's position. So these are the famous nectar devotion lectures. There were around 12 to 13 nectar devotion lectures of Prabhupada, which he gave in Vrindavan, 1972, during Kartik. You see, they were the only time Prabhupada spoke about on Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu while he was staying in Radha Damodar temple. You see, 1972, we didn't have the Krishna Balaram Mandir yet. Krishna Balaram Mandir was constructed only in 1975. So during this time, when Prabhupada was staying in Vrindavan with his disciples, and they were having this nectar devotion series of lectures, and Prabhupada was speaking on those. Let me show you. I might have those lectures with me. Supposed to have, yeah, here it is, ACDSP in the system. No, I have got Ishopanishad and stories. Here are those lectures. Oh, I lost them. Sorry, I lost the NOD lectures. I have I had a whole folder with Prabhupada's nectar devotion lectures. So yeah, all the lectures, I think 17 of them total. I heard all of them. So yes, so this is what it is. Because it's Akhil Rasamrita Murti. What is the meaning of Akhil Rasamrita Murti? Okay. So Krishna is not partial. I don't know whether we discussed that. I feel we discussed that during the first 6 chapters of Bhagavad Gita. And it's not that Krishna only embraces the gopis. Krishna embraces the cows also. Krishna embraces the gopis. Did we discuss that in the first 6 chapters of Bhagavad Gita? Yeah. So that's why. Says Akhil Rasamrita Murti. Okay. And when he is being when Bhishma is shooting arrows, so they are piercing the body of Krishna, and Krishna is bleeding. Krishna is bleeding. It's not that Krishna is not bleeding. Okay. So it's not that when Krishna is attacked, he's not bleeding, he's bleeding. Okay. So that is also an exchange of various. So any rasa, Krishna is ready to respond, any rasa. Okay. So what are this primary and secondary? You see this primary rasa, secondary rasa. You must understand this conceptually, that there are 5 primary rasa. That means these are the rasas. And the secondary rasa, which you will be discussing, or will be knowing in a few days, in the coming days, they are part of the primary rasas. Okay? They are not devotees in 12 rasas. They are devotees only in 5 rasas. The secondary rasas are part of the primary rasas. Okay? There is no devotee in Hasya ras. There is no devotee in Karunya ras or Virya ras or Aksharya ras. It's nothing called like. There can only be devotee either in Madhurya, Sakya, Vatsalya, Shantadasya. But within these 5 rasas, they will also carry these additional rasas. Okay? This is a very important, very important conception, principle. In this world, just like you can only have 5 kinds of relationship. Either it's a love relationship, or it's a friendship, or it's a parental relationship, or it's a master-servant relationship, or it's a neutral relationship. Okay? Here we are not considering enemies. So only within these 5 things can somebody laugh with, joke with, can somebody be emotional about, somebody be angry with someone. Okay? Somebody can be surprised by someone. You cannot have a surprise relationship. Every time I meet Devika, I'm surprised. It doesn't work like that. There's no such relationship. Okay? Or every time I meet Shubham Prabhu, I'm always compassionate. Every time I see Shubham Prabhu, I am like overwhelmed with compassion. There's no such relationship. Okay? So it doesn't work like that. It's part of that. Yes, Dayamaji had a hand up.
Prabhuji, if devotees are in 5 primary rasas, then who are in other secondary rasas?
The very same devotees. That's what I'm saying. Just like I can have a Sakya relationship with you. Okay? Daya is my friend. So since Daya is my friend, I can laugh and joke with Daya.
Yes.
Okay? Sometimes I can get angry with Daya.
Mm.
Sometimes I can be very compassionate on Daya. Sometimes Daya can also surprise me. So these are the second relationships I can have based on the primary relationship.
So it means that primary rasas come first, then secondary rasas.
Yes, exactly. If I don't have a primary rasa, I cannot have how can I have a secondary rasa with a stranger? If, say, for example, where is, oh, Harshika, I lost Harshika. I can see Harshika. Say, for example, Harshika, I don't know Harshika. So if I start laughing, if I see Harshika and start laughing, what will happen? She will feel insulted. Although I'm laughing. But since we are not friends, if I start laughing, she will feel insulted. Yes, that's how it is. So if you start to have a secondary relationship, that will have the opposite effect. Okay. Good. So here we have the Akhil Rasa. Krishna is the reservoir. That's why that book Prabhupada wrote, Krishna, the reservoir of pleasure. This is book. Krishna, the reservoir of pleasure. Based on this, Krishna, Akhil Rasamrita Murti as the reservoir of pleasure. Okay. Okay, we already had it. Somebody raised his hand, I believe.
Yes, Prabhuji, it's me.
Go on. I can see you,
So
but
Prabhuji, when we talk about that Akhil Rasamrita Murti, it is Vrindavan Krishna. Okay. So, but what all kind of rasas Krishna depicts in Dwarka Leela or in Kurukshetra as
all of these
such?
leelas, all of these rasas are there, but they are mixed with the sense of Godhood. Arjuna sometimes know that he is God, Krishna is God. That's why Arjuna could say, Parabrahma, Parabrahma, Pavitram, Paramam, Bhavam, Purusham, Shashwatam, Divyam, Ajam, Vajam, Vibho. That's why. So if he is reminded of his Godhood, so although he's friend, and that's why he starts, that's why he starts apologizing. I spoke to you as Hey Krishna, Hey Yadava, Hey the Madhaveti. But I should not be speaking like that. Eating with you and sitting with you on the same bedstead. Oh Krishna, please forgive me. So that's why. Good question. That's a very good question. Relevant question. Now I need a volunteer to read for me. Read on. Yes, who raised the fans first? I couldn't see any of them. Tulsi, go on. No, yeah, Tulsi, yeah, go on. Tulsi, go on.
Our philosophy is not to mix up with the water superficially, but enter into the water and live there like a fish, big fish. But if you remain superficially on the water, then you will be evaporated again and again, thrown outside, come as river. Your coming and going repetition of birth and death will not stop.
Stop.
One should become a big fish. There is no evaporation. So don't be misled by this Mayavada philosophy that you fall into the water. These things are explained in Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu by Rupa Goswami.
So such a profound, I would say, profound example, analogy. What is Prabhupada saying? Our philosophy is not to mix with the water superficially, but to become the big fish in the water. Why? The big fishes stay in the depths of the water. So bhakti means going to the depth, not to the heights. The deeper in the bhakti, the bigger the fish is, the deeper it can go. And what happens? If you are on the surface of the river, surface of the ocean, what happens in the surface? How many of you got experience for swimming? I don't think many. Let me see. Anybody has got experience with swimming? Yeah, Shubham. Yeah, good. Thank you. So Shubham, what happens if you are on the surface? Can you feel the heat of the sun?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes. But if you dive deeper, you don't feel the heat of the sun. If you want to cool off, then you have to dive deeper. But if you are making breaststrokes right on the surface, then like you are in the water, still you are sweating. Because in the water, the surface of the water, the sun like hits you even more sharper. The sun is sharper on the surface of the water. But actually, the sun is not sharper because you are in touch with water. On one side, you are feeling cold, and another side, we are feeling hot. So it seems that it's hotter than usual. Body is not able to adjust. So that's exactly what Prabhupada is talking about. If you are on the surface, then you will be evaporated. You'll start, start sweating. And if there is the waves are always on the surface. If you dive deeper, like of course you cannot experience that in a swimming pool, because in a swimming pool there are no waves. But if you are swimming in a river, or better yet in the ocean, oh my God, this is like the wave. But if you dive deeper, because the wave is always on the surface, not in the depths, so the wave cannot attack you. And what is the wave? The wave is the wave of the material world. Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi. Birth, death, old age, and disease. So if you are doing bhakti, if you are practicing bhakti only on the surface level, you will be tormented by Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi. But if you are on the depths of bhakti, then the Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi and the three kinds of miseries, Adhyatmik, Adibhautik, Adidaivik, these won't be able to make much effect on you. That's exactly what Prabhupada is talking about. The more depth you are taking for the bhakti, the less the material worlds and the problems of the material worlds will torment you. The more you are on the surface, that means I also want the sunshine and I also want the water. Oh, then you will be in a precarious condition. You will be torn apart by that, actually. That's why many practicing devotees experience that we feel that sometimes we feel that you are being torn apart. One side, Krishna is pulling us, basically bhakti, and another side, Maya is pulling us. That is material life. And then all the practicing devotees come up with the common question: Prabhu, how can we balance? But actually, there is no balance, and that's the fact. Everybody who till date told you that there is a balance between material and spiritual life is actually lying. And he or she is forced to lie, because if they tell you the truth, you will run away. And since you are now part of Bhakti Shastri, no more lies. Okay. Now it is there. Bhakti is no. See, when you say balance, okay, have you seen a scale, right? You've seen a scale of balance. So in a scale, there are like two ends of the scale, right? So on one end of the scale, so what do you want to balance now in this case? What do you want to balance? What do you want to balance now? In this case, what do you want to balance?
Spiritual life and material life.
Okay, very good. So on this scale, this is material life. Okay. On, say, the other scale, wait, this is the material life. And on the other scale, you have the spiritual life. Right? That means you want to have balance of material life with you. Balance. Just like you call bank balance. How much bank balance you have. Right? So I want to have a balance of material life. And you want to have a balance, and you want to balance it with the spiritual life. Do you understand what I'm talking about? You want to have a balance of material life. You want material life as balance. So if you want balance of material life, then you are, what are you talking about? How can you have balance of material life? No balance. Zero balance. I only want to have spiritual life. Then it is there. How come you have balance? It's like, I want to have it more easier. It's going to make it more easy.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, your voice is not coming.
Wait. Okay, here, there's distress, right? Distress, misery. Oops. And here it is a happiness. Let's balance the happiness with the distress. But is it not that exactly what you are talking about? Let's say balance my happiness with my distress. What do you want? Do you want balance of distress with you? You only want happiness, right? So how can you have material life and spiritual life balance? But this is only when we preach to people so that they may not run away. So then we tell them, yeah, you can balance. All the, so we also, like, sometimes, these are the, just like we lie. India was, not Pakistani devotees have not been lied to so much.
Prabhuji, you are not audible.
Prabhuji, you are not audible.
Go on. Go on. Can't hear me? Can't hear me?
Not able to hear from last 30 seconds.
Is it better? Is it
Yes,
better
yes,
now?
Prabhuji. Yeah.
It's
Yes.
because it's because my headphone, the wire is acting footsie. Anyway, but I'm saying it's like, as far the Pakistani devotees are concerned, they have not been lied with so much. But the Indian devotees, they have been subjected to many lies. And you will see the Indian devotees nodding that. Okay, how many of the devotees from India have heard about a session called Art of Mind Control? Raise your hands, you see. The Pakistani devotees have never heard about that. So we in India, they have this called Art of Mind Control. That's a lie. According to Krishna consciousness philosophy, that's a lie. You cannot control the mind. That's the Bhagavad Gita. You can only submit the mind to Krishna. If you try to control the mind, you become controller. We are servants, we are not controllers. Where is the question of my art of mind control? You see? So you also, Indian devotees might have also heard stress management seminars, right? In ISKCON. Yeah, you see, everybody said, how can you manage stress? It has to be eliminated. So these are the lies we need to speak to people who are new. You tell them too much because they are so much subjected to the lies. If you tell them the plain truth, they cannot handle it. These are all lies. So the Pakistan devotees, they have not also heard the balancing. They come up with that question. Devotees from Pakistan, they come up with the question, Prabhu, how can we balance our material life, the spiritual life? Because they neither know what is material life, nor do they know what is spiritual life. It's only when you get to know what is life, and then material and spiritual, life by the very definition is spiritual. Since when life became material? Since when? Life is a spiritual principle. Material life, that term itself is an oxymoron. That's an oxymoron. Either it is life or it is matter. That means dead. Vaibhavi Maji, go on. You already had your hand up twice.
Hare
Go
Krishna,
on,
Prabhuji,
Mataji.
please accept my humble obeisances.
No, no,
So,
Mataji.
Prabhuji, either way, it is spiritual life or material life. One has to choose one. They can be
Yeah.
not both.
See, there is no life in matter. Principally, there is no life in matter. That's called Maya. That there exists something called material life is Maya. There's nothing called material life. It's only spiritual life.
So we have
But
to live.
it is so much, it has entered so much into our vocabulary, into so much into our diction. Everything that, but there's nothing called material life. Go on.
So we have to live our this life being into spirituality.
That's all.
That way we can say that we are balancing, but there is no balancing basically.
We don't want to keep any balance of Maya with us. That's the
So all
point.
that we've been hearing, that was like,
As I said. As I told you, it's like, I'm in Bhakti Shastri, you are entitled to truth.
okay. Thank you,
Entitled
Prabhuji.
to that. Okay, good. Okay, Dayamaji, and then we need to move on.
Prabhuji, then can we say we want balance between academics and Bhakti Shastri?
Yeah, that's a different thing. But that academics is like what? Part of your life. What life? That is life is spiritual. That's all. Everything has got a spiritual purpose. Because life by itself is spiritual. You have to live, you have to eat, right? You can't chant your rounds if you don't eat. Where will you find how to eat if you don't study? That's part of your dharma. That's dharma. That's all. Okay. Good. So let's move on. And okay, that was the end of this section. Now let's move on to the next section, which is Wait. Lesson number 2. Definition of pure devotional service. Here we go. Pure devotional service. After we have the pure devotional service, let's see how much time do we have. Depending on that, we would be taking care of. Wait. We will get into those groups, teams, and we are going to have a musical presentation. Okay, a kind of antakshari. Let's see if we have got time today. Okay, Pandit Gadadhar Prabhu, go on.
Prabhuji, I have a question, Prabhuji. I just wanted to understand how to read NOD. I mean, because in Bhagavad Gita, we know that what exact we need to read, whether it be particular shlokas or a particular section, but how to read this NOD, because we have covered, I believe, preface and introduction, and there's some slides that you have presented. So are we getting those slides that we need to refer, or how about that, Prabhuji?
You can get the slides, that's not a problem. I can make a PDF out of it, but that is not a replacement of reading the book. You must read the book. That's the point. I mean, there's no shortcut to that. You have to read those 153 pages.
Go on. I'm not saying that we do not read the books, but particular sections that in case, because earlier in Bhagavad Gita, you explicitly shared some of the important, abstracts from the book itself, that this is important one, we need to underline those and all. So just wanted to understand what will be the future course of action for NOD.
I haven't yet started. I haven't touched the book yet. I will. From this point onwards, from this lesson onwards, I'll start touching the book. I didn't touch the book during the preface so much and the introduction so much, but now I'm going to touch the book. Yeah, I understand where the question is coming from. So yeah, I'll do that. Okay, wait. Oops, I lost that call. Just give me a second. All right. It's okay. Oh, okay. So let's move on. We already covered this yesterday and today. Okay. Now, we also covered this today. Okay. Vrindavan Krishna. So now we are entering into the definition of pure devotion service. What is the definition of pure devotional service? You will find this verse as part of your handbook. Okay. In your handbook, you will find this. Wait, let's go to the handbook straight away. So we are all on the same page. Here, you see, verses for memorization. It's here you will find the verses. Okay. These 4 verses you need to memorize for this unit. All the 4 verses are there. So right now we are on this verse. This is the definition of pure devotional service as given by Rupa Goswami. And this definition is based on the next verse, this one. This is a definition coming from Padma Puran. You see, 1.1.12 and 1.1.11. So the basis of 1.1.11 is 1.1.12. So 1.1.11 is the verse which has been composed by Rupa Goswami himself, and the basis of the verse is 1.1.12 quoted in Padma Puran. Am I clear? So I'm going back to the verse as part of the slide. Just in case somebody may ask you, who gave you that definition? Yes, Rupa Goswami. So did he manufacture definition? No, he made the definition based on the definition of Purana. Padma Purana. This is the verse. Anya vilashita shunyam jnana karmadi anavritam anukulena krishnanushilanam bhaktir uttama. That is topmost bhakti. That is topmost bhakti. Okay. Read on. I need a volunteer. Go on, Vaibhavi.
When first-class devotional service develops, one must be devoid of all material desires. Knowledge obtained by monastic philosophy and fruitive action, the devotee must constantly serve Krishna favorably as Krishna desires.
Okay. 3 things here and 3 things there. Okay. So this is one verse that is like so much will be discussed, and let me find this out also for you in the book. Wait, I'm trying to find. Yeah, here you can see. In this section of the book, you will find the definition, where the definition is coming from. Oh, sorry, I need to. There you go. Here. You see, this is still the introduction. Come to the introduction. I need to arrange my desktop. You see here, pure devotional service must always be free from such fruitive activities and philosophical speculation. One has to learn Krishna consciousness. Pure devotion is from authorized the authorities by spontaneous loving service. And this devotion is a kind of cultivation. The cultivation is called anushilana. Cultivation of following the predecessor teachers. Okay. So this is the paragraph from where the definition Krishna Prabhupada is here. Here the statement. First class devotional service known by one's tendency to fully engage Krishna service, serving the Lord favorably. Found it? Mark those sections. This is the definition. Following statement of Rupa Goswami. This is the first part and this is the second part. Pure devotional service must always be free. If you combine these two, this is what you read in the slide. And there is a explanation of the word anushilana, cultivation. Okay. Activity. You see, Prabhupada is writing activity. That's why Prabhupada coined the term, actually Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur coined the term devotional service. If you look into the English dictionary for bhakti, you will find it devotion. The translation of a bhakti is devotion, but Prabhupada didn't accept that translation. Prabhupada accepted the translation devotional service. Because devotion is the internal aspect and service is the external aspect. External plus internal makes the matter complete. Devotion is a sentiment, whereas service is an activity. So both are combined. Devotional service. Bhakti means not just devotion. Bhakti means devotional service. And bhakti also does not mean only service. Mindless service, no devotion. Okay. So that's how it works. Now let's have it. So this verse is being divided into two things called the essential or primary characteristics and tatastha or the secondary or marginal characteristics. Okay? This is how the verse will be divided. This Sanskrit verse will be divided into two parts. The first two lines go to the secondary characteristics. The second two lines go to the first and second line go to the secondary characteristics, and the third and fourth line go to the primary characteristic. Okay. So if you want to mark it in your handbook, you can do so. If you want to walk in your handbook, you can do so. Okay. I would rather suggest you do that. So this is called Swarup Lakshana. The line number 3 and 4 are called Swarupa Lakshana. Swarup means original or essential. Okay. And Tatashta Lakshana means marginal or secondary. Tatastha. Okay. Swarupa and Tatastha. You see here. Now the verse is being divided. Swarup means three things. Anukulena, Krishna, and Anushilana. You see in the book, Prabhupada was discussing Anushilana. Wait. New share. Where is it? You see Anushilana? Prabhupada was discussing that. So that's what it is. Anushilana. Okay. Let's see what Prabhupada is also discussing. It's talking about the cultivation. Continuously it's talking about the cultivation. You see, now it is Krishna. Now Prabhupada is using the entire paragraph. But what is Krishna? You see, now Prabhupada is saying, when we speak of Krishna, we refer to the Supreme Personality of Godhead along with his many expansions. Remember, Krishna means 5 things. That's what it is. Krishna doesn't mean one person. Krishna means with all his expansions. You see, his part and parcels, his energies. You see? So it's talking about Krishna. Krishna means everything and includes everything. Okay. So, and let's see where is Anukulena, if I can find Anukulena. Karma, Jnana, Bhakti. Okay, favorably. I have to find this out if I can find the Anukulena part also. I'm pretty sure. But just give me a sec. Just let's go to the wait. Okay, it's not. Prabhupada is not discussing favorable in the introduction. So, but these are the 3 things. Wait. Let's go back. Yes, Shubham Prabhu, go on.
Prabhuji, it is written here, his service is favorable as always in relation to Krishna.
Where is it?
Thing same? It is in wait a minute, Prabhuji.
Which paragraph?
Maybe 4th last paragraph. The definition of pure devotee as given by Rupa Goswami.
How does this paragraph starts?
The definition of a pure devotee as given by Rupa Goswami.
Yeah, found it. Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. I am actually using the long spelling. You, I use the, like British English with the you. Yeah, now you'll find here. Wait. I found them. This paragraph, you see? What is in the favorable and what is not favorable. So this is favorable, this paragraph. Okay. So find all of that here. The introduction is a definition of bhakti. After he is describing what is Krishna, glorifying Akhil Rasamritamurti, then he is glorifying Rupa Goswami and his spiritual master Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, and then he is directly coming to the definition in the introduction. Okay. These are the three elements of primary elements of bhakti. What makes it bhakti? Okay. These three things makes bhakti bhakti. Favorable, anukulena, Krishna, of course it has to be Krishna, whatever, who's bhakti. And it's to be anushilanam. It has to be cultivated. This is what makes it bhakti. Yes, why Bhimaji? Go on.
Prabhuji, slight clarification. The last two lines of the shloka are Swarup Lakshana, and the first two are the Tathastha Lakshana.
Yes. Yeah, we haven't come to the Tathastha Lakshana. Now we will come to the Tathastha Lakshana. Now, just see in this very slide. These two. These are the Tathastha Lakshana. Anya Bhilashita Shunyam and Jnana Karmadi Anavritam. Don't worry about the Sanskrit. Don't be scared about the Sanskrit. It's very simple. Okay. Just go with the English thing. Anukulyana means favorable. Krishna means Krishna, and Anushilanam means Krishna with all his energies, all his expansions, his incarnations, all his associates. Okay. And Anushilanam means favorable cultivation. Okay. So now this is what makes it devotional service. Wait, let me draw this for you. This is what makes it devotional service. Okay, this part. And this part, this other part, which I am using a different color for, maybe green. This part makes it pure. Okay. The part up here is devotional service, and the part down below makes it pure. If you do not have this part, then it is just devotional service. That means it can be mixed also. Okay. But if you don't want it mixed with anything else, pure, then it is this pure. Because this is the mixture. The devotional service can be mixed with jnana, which we understand to be impersonal knowledge. Remember? The jnana of Hindi and the jnana of Sanskrit are different. Impersonal knowledge. Karma, which means not just work, but karma kanda. Okay? Fruitative. Okay? Karma kanda. So, adi. There is another word here, small word. You see, adi. Here. See this? Adi means etc. Okay. So it is just giving you a hint. It can be mixed with jnana, karma, adi. Adi means yoga, siddhis, mystic power. Okay. All of that. So all of that has been taken care of in this adi. Okay. Jnana, karma, etc. That's what it is saying. Knowledge of the impersonal Brahma, knowledge of the karma kanda, etc. Power, all of that thing. Okay. Anavritam. Anavritam, the word anavritam means just like revealing. Anavrita is like very simple example. Here I've got this chadar, okay, now the chadar. So my hand is now covered. So now anavrita, uncovering. The cover is made of jnana and karma, etc. So you remove the cover of jnana, karma, yoga, all of that. The bhakti comes out pure. Okay. And the first part is anya bhilashita shunyam. That's a very important. It's say anya. Okay, let me change the color of the pen. What's going on? First, I need to have a pen. Okay. So here you have, choose this one, saffron. Okay. This is one is called anya. Okay. The second word is abhilashita. And the third one is an easy one, shunyam. Okay. So anya. Anya means other. What is the other? The definition is of, what is the topic? What is it defining? The whole definition, what is it defining? Basically, what is the definition all about?
Pure
Pure
devotion.
devotional service.
Exactly. Devotion, right? So, other than devotion. Anya means anything other than devotion. And then it's called abhilashita. Okay? It is not abhilasha. Remember. Okay? The word is abhilashita. The word is not right. You see the difference between abhilasha and abhilashita? Abhilasha means desire or aspiration. Aspiration. But if you say abhilashita, then it is not aspiration, but it is the object of aspiration. Ita. Okay? Ita. When you say abhilashita, abhilashita, that means the object of aspiration. But if you say abhilasha, this is the aspiration itself. Desire itself. Object of desire and desire. You see? I say my object of desire is the mobile phone. Okay? And another thing is my desire. So if I say anya abhilasha, I'm changing the word. If I say anya abhilasha shunyam, that means I should not have any aspiration. Getting my point? As soon as I say that, the whole concept of bhakti is totally beyond my reach. Because I have got desires. Living being will have desires. How can I be desireless? Therefore, it is not desireless. It says that my object of desire should not be anything but Krishna. Not that I don't have any desire. I might have thousands of desires. Yet, the object of my desire is the mobile phone or Krishna. Getting my point? So I can have so many desires, yet the object of my desire is Krishna. And then gradually I can take care of my desires. But if I say that you should not have any desire, that is a precondition. So if I already am free from desires, why should I do bhakti? That's the point. Bhakti is there to remove undesirable desires, undesirable aspirations. But if I take it as a precondition, that let me have no desires to begin with, then what is the use of bhakti in the first place? Okay. Therefore, I can have unlimited desires, yet I can have Krishna as the object of my desire. That is the meaning of Anya Abhilashita Shunyam. And I know that this concept you need to repeat. This portion you need to hear again and again to like digest. Yes, Dayamaji, go on.
Prabhuji, here the word shunyam, what does it refers to?
Zero. Sifar.
So like, if the object of desire is Krishna, then like, no, I'm not getting clear.
The object of desire is Krishna, nothing else.
Okay.
That's why Shunya. Anya Shunya. Any other desire, object of desire, Shunya. Not desire. Any other object of desire, Shunya. Sifar. Zero. Okay. Therefore, and certainly we talked about Jnana, Karma, Adi, Anavritam. So then it makes it pure. Even if somebody has all of these problems, he can still do bhakti. But in order to have pure devotional service, he has to get rid of them. Okay? That's why we say we are not executing pure devotional service, but we are executing pure devotional service in practice. We are practicing all of these. We are practicing to understand what is Krishna. We are practicing to understand what is favorable to Krishna. We are practicing to understand what is like how to follow, like what Krishna likes. We are practicing to get like rid of unwanted desires. We are practicing to get rid of jnana and karma. Most like not maybe so much jnana but karma adi. I must take this call. I'm sorry. I must take this call. This is Jia in India. Hare Krishna. No. Jia is there in India. So anyway, this is the actually for those devotees, other like those who are from like here from India. This is one of the same batch of the devotees who are from Pakistan. This is one of the first devotee who has arrived in India. So yeah, I was so happy. All right. Let's see. Let's move ahead now. Yes, Pandit Gadadhar Prabhu, go on.
Prabhuji, I have a question. So, how is pure devotional service differ from loving devotional service? Because bhakti, what is Prabhupada stated is pure devotional service.
Same. Loving devotional service is prema bhakti. And pure devotional service is Shuddha Bhakti. So it's like Shuddha Bhakti, what we are doing. And when the Shuddha Bhakti becomes Siddha, then it becomes Prema Bhakti. One is called a pure devotee, another is called a perfect devotee. One is called Shuddha Bhakta, another is called Siddha Bhakta.
Okay.
So that's the difference.
Okay.
in the same way. Okay. Right. That's why we can only practice pure devotional service, just as we can get association of pure devotees. Prema Bhakti is not for practice. Prema Bhakti is for relishing. And therefore, the perfect devotees are them. Like that's why don't find them easily. Okay. Good. Good. Yes. You see, now the Swarup Lakshan is like Anukulyana, favorable. Now you know that. Pleasing to Krishna. Anukulyana means what is pleasing to Krishna. Okay. Performed with the intention to please Krishna. See, now there is a subtle difference. Now there's a subtle difference. Pleasing to Krishna, okay, is not enough. Must have been done with an intention to please Krishna. Now, what is the difference? Say, for example, let me give you an example from Krishna's life. Okay, there's a pastime, and Krishna book you'll see in Bhagavatam and Krishna book. There was this king from what? King from Banaras. His name was Poundarak. There was a king called Poundarak. So this king, he challenged Krishna he told him, Sarva dharman parityaja mam ekam sharanam vraja. You come and surrender to me. Why? Because I am the real Krishna. You are not the Krishna. What he did, he pasted 2 additional hands. 400 Vishnu. 2 hands he already had, and he pasted 2 additional hands. 400. With all the, like club, the disc, the conch. Okay. So he had the lotus flower, he had all of that. Shankha, Chakra, Gada, Padma, he had all of the 4 hands. And he challenged Krishna. And he said, if you don't surrender to me, I will cut off your head. He challenged Krishna to the fight. So what happened when Krishna came to the battlefield and he saw the Poundarak with all his 4 hands like that, Krishna started laughing. He had a hearty laugh. He had a laugh of his life and he saw him. So what happened technically? This is what happened. It was very pleasing to Krishna. But he didn't came. Poundarak didn't came with the intention to please Krishna. He came to challenge Krishna. But Krishna was somehow pleased. He ended up being pleased. Okay. So Anukulyana, favorable means not that it is pleasing, but I have the intent. I deliberately wanted to please Krishna. Here, even if I fail to please Krishna with my activity, but my intention was to please Krishna, Krishna will accept it. That's the difference. Whereas in real life, you want to please Krishna, we want to please somebody, but you end up offending someone. Say, for example, I crack a joke. Okay, many times that happens. I might crack a joke with an intention to please, say, for example, Damni. I want to please Damni and I cracked a joke. But the joke failed. So then that's it. Yeah, Bhavagrahi Janardana. Yeah, that's the idea. So the intention is good, and that's why in this world we have this adage: good intentions are not good enough. There's another one. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. You see, that's what this world. In this world, intention is not enough. A thing in this world, a thing is judged by the result. Okay? As we say, the end justifies the means. That's all for this world. But for Krishna, it's different. Devika, do you have the electricity there? I don't think so. You have? Okay. All right. Thank God. I'm crossing my fingers. Okay. So yes. So that's why it is anukullena, means not just pleasing to Krishna, but favorable. I wanted to please Krishna. Krishna will be happy with that. Okay. Swarup Lakshan. Now let's have the other one. Krishna, as we discussed. Krishna means all of this. You see what we read in the chapter in the book. Okay. So Krishna means as well as pure devotees. Here is pure devotees means his associates. Okay. That's Krishna. You see the photograph? Deliberate. Whom do you see here except Krishna? Let's see. Okay, let's have this. Whom do you see except Krishna here? Go on, Vaibhavimaji. Gopis.
Gopis, the peacock,
Peacock. And
the moon,
Flowers, trees, moon.
tree. This is
Flute.
not a tree. The tree is Kalpavriksha, Baba. Chintamani Prakara Sadnasus. Sadma. Kalpavriksha. Of course, the flute also. You see? So many devotees we can see. 2 gopis, 4 or 5 trees. This one peacock. See, these are all devotees. So that's what it is. Krishna means all of this. If I remove all of that, just imagine how will you look like. Because actually, the Kaustuba, what he is wearing, is a devotee. The jewelry. Okay, that's a devotee. The earrings, what he wears, Makara Kundala, they are devotees. There is a book called, yeah, but all of that, the name of, no, it's not just like that. They have got names. They've got names. There's this book, it's called Radha Krishna Ganodesh Deepika. Yesterday, remember, we discussed a book, Gaura Ganodesh Deepika. Now I'm telling another book. The name of the book is Radha Krishna, and the rest of the name is the same, Ganodesh Deepika. There was Gaura Ganodesh Deepika, and this is just replace it with Radha Krishna. And that book is also written by the same person, Rupa Goswami. This book has got 2 chapters. Yesterday, the Gaura Ganodesh Deepika, as I said, has only 1 chapter. This book has got 2 chapters. The first chapter is about Krishna, and the second chapter is about Krishna's devotees. And you know how those devotees are? Krishna's necklace. What is the name of the necklace? Krishna has got 2 dogs. Name of those dogs. Krishna has a parrot. The name of the parrot. Krishna has got 5 kinds of flutes. All different names. Krishna has everything which you see Krishna is wearing. They are persons. They are not objects. Just like this Vaijayanti Mala, made of 5 kind of garlands, is a person. Just like Sudarshan Chakra. You understand when you see Jagannath, Baladev, Subhadra, and there's Sudarshan also standing there. It's a person. We don't see at that time Sudarshan as a chakra. We worship him as a person. Similarly, all of these, they are persons. Just like this flute, as I said, it's a person. They have got debate. The flute debates with the gopis and he beats the gopis. It's like that. Everyone is a person. These flowers, what you see here, these flowers are persons. That's why the flower, see, you see Krishna is like standing like this, bended form. What happens if you wear a turban this thick, this big, and you bend? What will happen?
And will fall.
It will fall off. It's not falling. Why? Because it is a person. The person can cling on. See, Krishna many times he takes somersaults. You see, with the friends, he takes somersaults. The turban never falls off. Why? Not because he is God, because they are persons. They know Krishna will take a somersault, I must not fall off. But, say for example, Krishna is running. Okay. And he is being chased by somebody, say Yashoda or his friends. Okay. So now Krishna might be caught. Okay. So if, but this garland, this turban, all of this jewelries, they know that Krishna, because we are on Krishna, Krishna is feeling heavy. So he is slowing down. So that we are slowing him down. Krishna will be caught. They will start falling off immediately. So that Krishna can feel light and he can run. He can speed up. They are persons. They know how to act. So that is the meaning of Krishna. I'm seeing Krishna and I'm seeing a turban. Wow, the turban is looking so beautiful. He's a person. That's why looking beautiful. So now, like, getting my point. If you say just tell me Krishna, then there's a Krishna standing naked. Because the dhoti is a person. The chadar is a person. The garlands are a person. Everything person. That's why Krishna means everything. The Prabhupada wrote, na, Krishna means everything and everything means Krishna. So that's why. Okay. Now come to the third stage. Anushilanam. Cultivation. You see, Anu means following. And Anu also means constant. This Anu word has got two meanings. Anu means following. Anu means contact or constant. Okay. Anushilanam. Okay. And Shila. Shila means good behavior. You see, good behavior. Shila Sampanna. Okay. Good behavior. Oops. So that means Anushilanam means following good behavior. Whose behavior? I'm following the behavior of the previous acharyas. Them I am following. Practice. Practice means having a good example. Anushilanam means I'm following a good example. And that following is constant. I'm constantly following a good example. Okay? Consistency. That's why in bhakti, that's why in bhakti, we have got consistency matters more than intensity. In the long run. Okay, let's see how much time do we have. We still have got time. We won't be having the musical presentation today. We might have that tomorrow. Okay, we'll start with that tomorrow because we won't be finishing this today. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. Read on. I need a volunteer. Palak, go on.
Anushilanam, the particular word used by Srila Rup Goswami in this connection is Anushilana, or cultivation by following the predecessor acharyas. As soon as we say cultivation, we must refer to activity. Without activity, consciousness alone cannot help us.
See the same sentences, but this is the point here. You see, without activity, consciousness alone cannot help us. Consciousness is the devotion, and activity is the service. Without service, devotion won't help. And without devotion, what is the meaning of service? It's just an activity which will produce karma. Maybe good karma, but karma. It's a combination of both. Okay. So the Anushilanam means following the predecessor acharyas, following the good example of the predecessor acharyas, how they achieved Krishna, how they got darshan, how they got the association of Krishna. Okay, Vishakha, read on.
The word Anu suggests that one should engage himself in the service of the Lord without any interval. He must be engaged in the service 100% and always. There must not be any interruption in such progress of devotional service.
Yes, so this idea is taken from the second verse which we were referring in the handbook. Ahaituki apratihata. So this is the apratihata, means without interruption. Pratihata means like interruption. Apratihata means not interrupted. It's not interrupted. Okay, constant. So this is not, certainly you can understand that this is not the definition for a sadhaka. This is definition of the siddha. So we will be practicing that. We cannot have uninterrupted service. It will die. You see? And that's generally what happened. You'll see, that reminded me of this. The new preachers, that's generally how they preach. They will give examples of the acharya. Same thing they will do. And you will tell them, okay, this is pure devotional service. And how do you do this? They will tell you, yes. So these are our acharyas. These are the acharyas we need to follow. Right? So you need to chant like Haridas Thakur. Okay, chant like Haridas Thakur. Then you need to have
Bhakti Vinod.
No. We need to have, just wait. Just let me make that chronology. The chronology. Just give me a sec, Dayamaji. Just hold on. Must chant like Haridas Thakur. That means like 3 lakh names. Okay. Then we must be renunciate, and we must have the spirit of renunciation like Raghunath Das Goswami, who used to drink only 200 or 300 milliliters of buttermilk every day. Wait, okay? That's what you chant, that's what you drink, not eat, okay? Then you must have the determination of Sanatan Goswami, who even in this age of 70 used to daily do parikrama of Govardhan. Daily Govardhan parikrama, that's like around 24 kilometers, okay? I think Jia and Dina, they are proposing to do that. And then they will come back thinner. So anyway, and then, yeah, you'll do the parikrama like every day. That's the determination. And then, what to speak of everything else? You should be like Rupa Goswami, who didn't used to sleep at night. Okay? So you practically don't sleep at night. You chant 192 rounds, that means 3 lakh names. You drink only 200 milliliter or 300 milliliter of buttermilk, and every day you go and do Govardhan Parikrama. And I promise you, and I, Bimla Prasad Das, promise you that you will die within 3 days. than to achieve the goal of life. Getting my point? So that's not how these words are to be taken. Constant, always, every time. Okay? Don't take. Rather, Prabhupada gives in one of the purports to Bhagavad Gita. I think you have already covered that, but I'm just bringing up to you for your attention the very same purport of Bhagavad Gita from between 7 to 12. And I think it's in chapter number 8. Wait. Exactly. It's 8:14. Right. Let me show you that. What is the meaning of the term always or nitya? Okay. This will help you along in your long way. Okay. This is what it is. The term satatam and nitya or nityasa means three things: always, regular, or everyday. Okay, that's going to make your life much more simpler. Satatam or nityam can be any of these three, depending on the usage. Always this is part of your initiation vow. Okay, I'm just saying it is not, but I'm saying part of your initiation vow to always keep Ekadashi. What does that mean? Daily Ekadashi. Always Ekadashi means regularly. It is regulated by 15 days. Always remember Krishna. That's this one. You can do that. Always worship the deity. Getting my point? This is how you do. I'm doing satatam and nitya. I'm worshiping nitya seva. That's why deity worship is called nitya seva. But what does that mean? That means every day. The Sanskrit definition of our deity worship is called nitya seva. We don't call puja. It's called nitya seva. So that nitya seva is every day. Always we perform Ekadashi. That's regular. Always remember Krishna. That's possible. Always chant the holy names. That is every day. When it's talking about always chanting the holy name, it means every day. If you think you always 24 hours chant the holy name, you cannot do that. But you can 24 hours remember Krishna. And that's exactly what has been stated over and over again in the Bhagavad Gita and the Shastras. Okay? Now, what is that Satatam Kirtan Tomam means now? Every day. Not 24 hours Kirtan. Then you'll die. 24 hours Kirtan means you cannot eat. You cannot stop for eating. Okay? And certainly if you cannot stop for eating, you cannot even stop for passing water or evacuating. Right? Forget about sleeping and other things. What will happen? You'll die. Then to achieve the goal of life. Okay, 8:14, always. Okay, that means always, every day, regularly. Remember that. It'll make your life easier. Okay, so with this in mind, you see this Anushilanam. And you see, this is from Prabhupada's Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu, not Nectar of Devotion. And Prabhupada was translating that. So we took it from the old BTG magazine. Anushilanam. All right. Yeah, this is it. Anyabhilashidashwan Anukulena Krishna Anushilena Bhakti Uttama. Okay. So this is this. It's like the first two lines are not included now. Now we will include the first two lines, and with that we will close also for the day, because part of the exercise will be this. Okay, the Swarup Lakshan means, always remember these are the bullet points. Krishna should get pleasure from it. Devotee's attitude should also be favorable, that he also wanted to give Krishna pleasure, not that Krishna accidentally got some pleasure. Okay. All right. And then certainly we understand what is Krishna. Krishna means, Krishna has various expansions, paraphernalia. We were discussing the paraphernalia, everything. And Krishna's pure devotees. Okay. His associates here. And Anushilanam means constant activity, following the predecessor acharyas. This is the whole of the definition. Now, let's go to Tatashta Lakshana. Okay, but we won't discuss much of the Tatashta Lakshana today, because if I do that, then we will lose the element of surprise. So tomorrow is Ekadashi, and tomorrow we are going to have the Antakshari. We'll have all the, remember, your Antakshari must have all of these elements. The opposite of this. Okay? And this also. Your Antakshari must include all of these concepts. Okay? Remember?
Prabhuji,
So,
show previous slide again.
Come again? Oh, okay. Wait. This one and the previous one. Your Antakshari should be your Antakshari song should be full of desires, totally motivated. Okay? And everything but Krishna. Okay? And your Antakshari lines should be full of impersonal philosophy, fruitive activity, karma kanda, full of that, etc. means siddhi, riddhi, everything. Okay? I'm pretty much sure you can do that. That's an easy one. Do that. Okay? And so, yeah, before we part, let's have an announcement. One of our participants here from Hyderabad, Komal Mangwani, it's her birthday today. So it's Komal's birthday here. Okay. Hare Krishna, we wish you all a very happy birthday, Krishna conscious happy birthday, Komal Mataji. And let's pray for Komal Mataji that she advances on and on in spiritual life. And let's pray to Krishna that may she achieve the ultimate destination of the life of a devotee, Krishna Prema, in this very lifetime. Let's chant the Hare Krishna mantra for her. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. It's unfortunate that we are doing it online. If it's like on-site, it's like we can actually celebrate the birthday. But yeah, I don't know much about Komal Mataji, except the fact that they are three sisters, all three of them devotees. It is Haripriya Maji, Hanesha, and Komal Maji, and her sister Damni Maji, which is not this Damni Maji. This is Damni Asudani. This is another Damni, which is Mangwani. I don't see her here, but they are three, and their mother is also Parvati Maji, is also a very nice devotee. His father is also into Krishna consciousness, and her elder sister, Haripriya Maji, she is an initiated disciple of His Holiness Maharaj here. Now we're in Vrindavan, so they are celebrating the Vyas Puja here in Vrindavan, 3-day celebration, and I don't know who sent that. Okay. I don't know much about Komal Maji, so I don't know what else to glorify, except the fact that she has taken to Krishna consciousness at such a young age, tender age, and is taken to Bhakti Shastri, even if she is not an initiated devotee. So we only pray for her. I only pray for spiritual life. Anyone else who would like to say a few words of appreciation for Komal Mataji? Anybody who knows her, a few words of appreciation. Yeah, Komal Maji can respond to that. Komal Maji can respond to that.
Hare
Let's
Krishna.
see if
Prabhu Hare Krishna.
Tulsi Maji, go on.
Pranam.
Yeah, wait, Komal Maji, you can respond to that. This is the etiquette. The etiquette is like when there's a birthday, the devotees can say a few words of appreciation. Okay, and then the person who has the birthday, he or she can respond to that. Okay. Tulsi Maji, go on.
Hare Krishna,
You know her,
Dandan
right?
Pranam. Yeah. So Komal Mataji is my devotee friend. Okay, I met her I think 6 months ago. Okay, we were not like so much talking, or she's an introvert person, no doubt. She's an introvert. I am a talkative. So she is like pure-hearted devotee. She never says anything about anyone, like girls gossip. Everyone knows that when girls are together, they start gossiping. So Komal is different from others because she don't like gossiping. She only says about Krishna. Whenever I met her in temple, or whenever I go to pick her, she always like talk about Krishna. That I know I wanted to do Shiva for my shop for Gaur Nitai in Radha Krishna's Con Center, but my mama didn't allow, or my exams were on my way. So always she talked about the Gaur Nitai Mahaprabhuji, and also the pure devotees like Prabhu Nityanand. I think Prabhu, you know. Okay, Prabhu Kanhayalal. So she's like, she don't like other things like materialistic. No doubt she talks about her exams, her university life, everything. But
you better do that.
But centered idea of his talking is always God Nitai Mahaprabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Jai, thank you. That's an appropriate words of appreciation. It's very appropriate. Okay. It's not like unnecessarily, as it's called Atistuti Ninda. If you don't properly glorify, if you over glorify somebody, that's akin to insulting the person. And I'm not saying that. That's Mahaprabhu says that. So glorifying is again a responsibility. Thank you, Tulsi Maji. You made it. Okay, Daya Maji, and then we'll must close.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, I also don't know much about Komal, but I have observed one thing. That is, whenever I see her in temple, like in a Hyderabad temple center, I found in Seva, not in any other thing. She's always
Very
busy
good.
in altar Seva. So, like, she's very good in that.
That is the greatest compliment you can give to a devotee. That's always, you always find her serving Krishna. Tremendous. Komal Maji, would you like to respond to that? No,
Hare
you might
Krishna,
respond. If you wish to respond, you can
Dandan
respond. Let's go on.
Thank you so much, everyone, and special thanks to Prabhuji. Thank you for your prayers.
Thank you. Thank you, Komal Maji. And I only pray to Radha Shyam Sundar and Krishna Balram that may we meet face to face someday. Okay. And
Yes.
that day might come soon. Okay. Ruchita Maji raised her hands. I don't know why. She had her hand. Oh, anyway. Okay, fine. So that's it for today. Tomorrow we will open with the Tatacha Lakshana. And the Lakshana will be a musical concert. Okay? Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Pranam to all devotees.
Hare Krishna, Pranam.
Hare Krishna.